Sometimes the most powerful dua isn't a list of specific requests. It's simply admitting, Ya Rabb, I need any good that you can give me. Every leader faces situations where you don't know where to turn, where all the doors seem shut to you, and you don't know how to move on. You don't know where to go. You don't know what's next. At this point, this is where we see the difference between activism and leadership that is grounded in faith versus grounded in something else like materialism. That if you don't believe in God, you don't believe in an afterlife, you don't believe in prophethood or divine guidance, those are the scariest moments. No one's going to come and save you. You have to figure it out all on your own. But as believers, we know that Allah is not just an idea or a proposition or something that we believe in. Allah is a reality, and divine guidance is a reality. And so there come moments in leadership where your back's up against the wall and you have no idea what to do, and simply you turn it over to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to be the one that brings you through. He's going to be the one that shows you the way. He's going to be the one who opens doors. And this very same thing happened to Musa alayhi salam in his own journey to prophethood. When it came to fleeing from Egypt after he had committed manslaughter, after he had accidentally killed the man from the tribe of Fir'aun, and he left the city, he left with nothing. Perhaps he didn't even have the sandals on his feet. We don't know. We can imagine a very, very desperate situation. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us the desperation of his situation when he finally reaches Midian. And there's a really, really interesting ayah. It comes after Musa alayhi salam is presented with an opportunity. And so many times, Allah opens a door to us after He gives us a test or an opportunity. So Musa alayhi salam, you can imagine, he's tired, he's hungry, he's confused, he's sad, he's probably scared, he's on the run. But he sees other people need help. He sees two women by a watering hole. They have a flock of animals and they can't water them. There's a bunch of dudes hanging around the water hole. They're preventing them somehow from doing what they need to do. So Musa alayhi salam offers his services. He says, can I water your herd for you? And he does it. And then he goes back, and in the most boss move ever, he just sits under the tree and asks Allah for help. He doesn't ask for any payment. He doesn't try to leverage anything. He says something amazing. He makes a dua to Allah, Rabbi inni lima anzalta ilayya min khayrin faqir. Says, oh my Lord, I am for what you descend or cause to come down of khair, I am in need. Whatever type of good that you've got in store, I need it. We can imagine being in Musa's situation. I'm sure most of us have been at some time. We don't even know what to ask for. And those are actually some of the closest moments to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that you'll ever experience in your life. Because we have very, very low aspirations. We have very limited imagination when it comes to what we think we can achieve. Even secular materialist scholars and researchers have found this out. They say that you overestimate what you can do in 1 year and you underestimate what you can do in 10 years. This is stats. So when we turn to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for help, we usually ask Him for very, very overly specific things, very, very minute things. Oh Allah, I just want this or only this. When in reality, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala might have something even more amazing in store. I was just speaking actually this weekend to a woman from Gaza, and she said that she opened up a clinic in the United States, and in her mind what she wanted to have happen was she wanted to use the funds from one to fund a similar clinic in Gaza. And then she told me she know that Allah is Kareem and Allah is more generous than that, because Allah opened up a door so that each of them is free. The one in the United States is free, and the one in Gaza is free. And may Allah reward her for that. Musa had a similar moment where he's asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he said, whatever khair that you want to send down, I'm ready for it. I'm in need. Help me. And certainly Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent down a khair, a goodness and guidance more than what Musa alayhi salam could imagine. He showed up afraid and alone and impoverished. and he left enriched and with family and with guidance. The most complete transformation and turnaround that you can imagine. And so we have to remember in our moments as leaders and as community members that when times get tough, it's not all on you. You don't have to take it all on yourself. Turn to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala like Musa alayhi salam did. Leave it open-ended and be ready to receive whatever it is He sends you. And you're usually going to find that whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sends you is beyond your wildest imagination for what you would have asked for.